Being in the College of Science and Humanities gives me a chance to explore academic areas outside of pre-medical preparation. I like learning about a lot of different things. That way I'll come out knowing more about the real world than someone who spent all 4 years in the laboratory. I can analyze current events myself and make decisions on issues that affect my life.
I'm a senior at Ball State, and after I graduate I will be going to graduate school to earn my PhD in psychology. I hope to teach at the university level and do research, be it in academia, or if I choose not to teach, I'll do research in industry. And I've got a real good head start on graduate school because of the research I've done as an undergraduate at Ball State. My professors have pulled me out of classes and said, why don't you come do research with me? And this is something that not a lot of undergraduates get to do. And if you want to get involved, there's a lot of opportunity to do research at Ball State.
Well, I think my liberal arts background was extremely important. I started out in education, and today I direct a human services organization. It was the exposure to a variety of different types of problems and issues that I think prepared me for the field of work that I'm currently involved in.
I hadn't had much exposure to computers before I came to Ball State, but I realized when I got here I'd have to learn how to use one before I graduated, even though I'm a chemistry major. At first I was kind of afraid of them, but now I'll never use a typewriter again. The computers make everything easier. There's even a program that the English department has designed for us. We type in our scientific mumbo jumbo. It helps us turn it into a report that people can better understand.
Teaching students to understand more than just their majors is the whole point of a liberal arts program. Take the study of literature, for instance. It's important for its own sake, but it's also important because imaginative literature dramatizes and sometimes raises questions about situations that students may encounter in their lives and their careers.
I think it's important that we learn how to express ourselves. I'm in advertising and marketing, and I know if I get out in the real world and I can't express myself, I won't get anywhere. That's where the liberal arts programs have helped me develop my communication skills, and that's important no matter what major you're involved in.
One of the things I see in the future for young people, while my generation and those before me concentrated on one career and often in one company, I think you're seeing now the consolidation of industry and many new companies appearing. And it's been said that an individual might not just have one job, but perhaps 2 or 3 jobs in their whole working career, and often might even have 2 or 3 careers. And so a basic liberal arts training will allow a person to gain the base upon which to build.
Field studies are really important. It's one thing to look at rock and soil samples in the classroom, but it's another to look at them in the field when you're in the rain or 90-degree weather. And most of the trips are open to everyone. So even if you're a freshman, you can go on a senior trip. Or if you're in geology, you can go on an anthropology field trip to Jamaica or out west. You get to learn about people as well as rocks.
We're interested in getting students involved in activities outside of class, where they can see how what they've learned in class applies to problems like the nuclear arms race and making U.S. foreign policy. We'd like to have them involved in informal discussion groups with faculty and other students and in community affairs. We want them to be aware of what's happening in the world around them and to see how the classroom knowledge they get at Ball State applies to the problems that face our society.
In journalism, we have to complete an internship before graduation. Through this internship, we gain valuable experience in jobs we hope to get after graduation. When I go to a job interview and they ask me if I have any experience, I'll be able to say I have plenty. I think studying the liberal arts is very important for me as a photojournalist. It helps in your understanding of current events. I never want to be in a position where I don't know the background information behind the story I'm sent out to cover. I'd feel like I'd be cheating my employer.
The College of Sciences and Humanities is a place of both diversity and the liberal arts. On the one hand, we are a mixture of everything from A to Z, from anthropology and astronomy to zoology, with such majors and minors as botany and biology, mathematics, foreign languages, and a potpourri of other kinds of disciplines and subdisciplines. At the same time, we are a place of the liberal arts, a college that honors the belief that students need to be educated as whole persons, and that they need to be encouraged not simply to make a living, but to learn to live.